this was a given and known situation down here. I mean, they were arrested, and he was arrested, and it was publicly in the papers and on the squawk box and everything.
And this just only happened like a month or two ago, right?
Yeah, you'd have to look at the paper clipping I sent you.
Yeah.
That shows the date, but it was in the middle of the night, and all we could hear was ping, ping, ping. You know, scared everybody to death. And of course, they did reverse 911s 6 different times when this thing started to transpire.
Wow, that looks kind of suspicious there too.
Well, that is a foreclosure. His wife rolled her vehicle and killed herself right out here.
Oh no.
In the field, yeah.
Oh no.
Middle of the night last year. And of course, he just went out there. She was on her way to work at late night, and she
let's put your seatbelt just to get it.
Just to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, she rolled and flew out the front window.
I think I'm gonna. Are we coming up to it? Okay, I'm gonna not keep the. I mean, this is public.
Yeah, it's public knowledge already.
So if we have the street here, it's okay.
Yeah, it was written in that paperwork. The street.
Yeah.
This is the place.
So this is the house. So we're just.
And there's the greenhouse back there.
Okay, I will make sure I don't get you.
So
there's a greenhouse in the back. And what happened at this house? Normal looking house. Guys growing marijuana, which isn't necessarily, unless this turn around and hit it again and I'll get in the back, isn't necessarily an illegal thing to do. But what happened was, do you know who the neighbor was that came out of their house?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I know the one Dodge pickup got hit, and I think it was this Dodge here.
Okay, so this guy is growing marijuana.
Yeah, there was
what he did is one of the neighbors heard him shooting and came outside to see what all the shots were about, and you can see his setup in the backyard with the marijuana.
Yeah, and when they arrested him, they found guns out in the grow house, or in the greenhouse. He had numerous guns in his possession that he was shooting with.
So what the weird thing about the story is, he was shooting, and then the neighbor comes out and he shoots at the neighbor, and the neighbor's like, oh my gosh, runs back in the house, calls the sheriff's department, and then the sheriffs show up, and then the guy starts shooting at the sheriffs.
Right.
And for no reason.
They tried to get him to surrender his weapons, and he wouldn't surrender, and he was hallucinating. And they said he was talking gibberish and hallucinating, and finally when they got him to surrender his stuff, they found numerous long guns and some short guns in there too, in his possession, that he was carrying on with.
So the legalization of marijuana has brought crime to our neighborhoods,
and this house just has a little baby.
And there's a little baby who lives here.
Children. There's children in that house. There's children in this house. So they're families around here.
Yeah, this is a residential family neighborhood. We've got at least one illegal grow in the neighborhood, another suspected one. Then we have a psychotic man shooting for no reason in the middle of the night.
Right.
And we did not have these problems before.
We never had it out here.
No. I mean, some of the gang and violence was in the city, but out in the county.
But it wasn't out in Pueblo West as much that I was aware of.
No.
When I moved up here.
So what is your message to the country?
I think that people have to think twice before they vote it in, and they've got to understand the ramifications if they do.
Yeah, like cartels in their neighborhood.
Like the very strong negativity, and what it's going to do to our young people, because they just don't realize the magnification of it.
Right. They don't. And it's very strong.
It's very sad.
Let's just drive past this other one, and I'll videotape them, and then. So now we're coming up to one of the houses that could be illegal or illegal grow, but it happens. Just so you know, people are growing marijuana in your neighborhood, whether it's, legal or not, and then we have other ones that we're coming up to with the barn in the backyard. That is definitely an illegal grow, and sheriff's department has been notified. And people, you said people come in the middle of the night.
Yeah, and this one here. Yeah, it's kind of an ugly mess. This one, and yeah, see, they got all their doors shut this time. And yesterday at 6 when we came home, that back door was open, but there was no vehicles parked out front.
All right. We've got nice homes down here with families, and
yeah, there's families in all of these, and it's just a mess. It's just a mess.
so one final thought before we end the video.
I think.
Would you vote yes for legalization of marijuana?
No, not now.
How?
I don't see, for medical, yes, but not for recreational. If there's a way they could curtail it and keep the medical marijuana for the medical needs, I would vote for that part of it.
And they already have FDA approved ones already, and they
Right.
have more coming, so that's a good thing.
But the recreational, I don't see where it's been any benefit to the state, the cities, or anything else.
Right, our impaired driving's going up, our drug use is going up, and now cartels in the neighborhood.
Well, quiet neighborhoods that never had stuff going on is having stuff going on now.
Yeah.
And the thing is, what it does is it affects the children, it affects the parents, it drops the value of your home. You know,
Our insurance rates have
insurance
skyrocketed.
rates are continually going up.
I can't even pay my car insurance every month. And I work 7 days out of the week because of paying for my son's recovery. So this is it right here.
Yeah, so it just is a mess. A mess.
It's a mess.